Well, it's finally June, and well, I have a lot going on this June, like my birthday, which is on the 26th, and I still have to go to school because, again, my school doesn't get out until July. Yep, which is true, by the way. Ugh. But I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about the show I'm clearly in. Now, you may remember back in January, I made a video about what it was like to be in theater. And in that video, I said that I was in another show right next to the Aladdin one, which I already did, and we're clearly doing another show, which we don't have a release date for yet, and we're still working on it. But I'm here to talk about, the show I'm now in called Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. And I think some of you may know it, some of you don't. And, I thought today I'd tell you guys, how I auditioned for the show, like how I got a part and all. So, yeah. Now, in this show, I play one of the 11 wives, I think is what they're called. That's what it's called. So, yeah, now, I think I'm going to just start from the beginning. So, it all started back in, September of, 2018. I was sitting down, with my family having dinner, and then my mom then said to me, so, I know you're not really you may not be interested in this, but, your teacher told me that, this community theater group is doing a production of Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. Would you like to audition? And at first I'm like, I don't know, because I love performing and all, but I only like it when I do it with groups of people because it makes me feel less nervous and, man. And so my mom just thought, well, okay, you could just think about it then. So, yeah, so pretty much after dinner I was thinking it over, and I'm like, oh, but you know what, I do want to become a voice actress one day, and I know becoming a voice actor means you would have to audition for a role. I'm like, you know what, I think I'm going to give this a shot. So, yeah, and I didn't bother telling my mom until October finally came around. But then, I decided to reveal it a little early because that same month I had a meeting, and pretty much, we talked about, my teacher pretty much brought it up, and I'm like, oh yeah, I wasn't going to tell you this until October, but I've been thinking about it, and I want to try it out. And I'm like, and she's like, okay. And so, we started doing things like, what I wanted to do. And pretty much you actually got options on what you wanted to do for your audition. Like, you could sing a song, do a monologue. And I picked doing a monologue because I don't really like doing any singing. And also I think talking is, maybe more comfortable than singing in front of people. So, yes. And also, I had to take, a class if I wanted to, audition and be in their show. So I chose this music video making class, which was pretty fun. We're actually working on a video that, I guess we're almost done with soon. And all. So, yes. And, pretty much, on Monday night, I went to the class, and, I met a few kids, and, we, did some stuff, like, where we were gonna film, and, what we were gonna wear, and all, and, it was pretty fun, and at the end of the night, we got to eat pizza. yeah, that was pretty fun, which was pretty good. I'm like, wow, I can't believe it. My first day here and I'm getting pizza. Awesome. So, well, that was basically it. And, a few days go by, the audition's getting closer, and, I continue to take the classes. And then, now, there is one thing I do have to point out, though. Now, you see, my parents, well, although since it was the first time auditioning, not really my first time, because back in sixth grade I tried auditioning for another program, but that didn't work out. But hey, at least now that happened. At least now this is happening. So now, first off, my mom, on the month while the auditions were being held, my mom couldn't be there, and neither could my stepdad because my mom had her college reunion, and well, my stepdad wanted to, go to Boston because that's where it was. So yeah, and so my grandmother had to take me there. So we went there the night of the auditions, and we just sat down in one of the rooms, and for a few minutes until I finally, got till the lady, who was calling names, finally said that it was my turn, and I was nervous, like really. I'm like, oh man, here goes nothing. So yeah, and then a minute later, it's finally my turn. So I get up, I go in, and I see the people who are working on the show, and they ask me questions like how old am I, like what's my name, how old am I, what school I go to, etc. And and what I'm gonna be doing, and I say I'm gonna be doing a monologue. Now, a little thing I want to say. Now, the monologue I picked was from a play called Music Maybe, and the name of the monologue is called Cowbell, which I'm not gonna say right now because I forgot half of it. Yeah, so sorry everybody. Not gonna show it here. Right, so I did the monologue, and they were impressed. And so, I ended up getting a call back. And well, I walk out, and my grandmother, she says that she was, that she was happy, and, proud of me, and that I did well, because she actually saw half of it. Like, she peeked through the door just to see me audition, but I don't know, maybe she got pulled away or something. But hey. And then, we walked back to the table where they, where they were telling kids what they had to do next, and they basically said that the callback was tomorrow, and, that happened. And then later that evening, we went out to eat, and I basically was talking to my mom for half a minute. On the car ride, I was gonna call her, but she missed it, and then she ended up calling me at the restaurant, and I had to cut it short because it's a restaurant and you don't want to be rude. So, yeah. And so, the very next day we went to the callback. Now, keep in mind, this was my first callback, and I've never been to one, so, yeah, so I ended up getting partnered up with two boys for one of the dances, and just throughout it, we just danced, and, just did good at it. And then, at the end, a few of us were pulled back to sit near one of the walls in the room, and some some of the kids were like, taken to the front. And I didn't even know what was going on. I'm like, wait, what is this? Is this is he picking now? Is he picking people now? Oh my God, I don't know what's going on. But I'm like, yeah. But then, those kids had to leave. Even, what, thinking about it now, I think those were just kids who, just got kicked out of it, And then, after that, we just went back to the dancing, and then, it was, and then that was it. And of course, our director told us that he would announce, that he would tell us what parts we got on Saturday or Sunday, and all. Now, on Saturday, we didn't really get anything, and well, my parents were finally coming home that day. But then on, or maybe, no, it was Sunday, yeah. But then, or maybe, no, it was Monday. On Sunday, my parents were supposed to come home, but Monday, okay, so, we got on Monday. Now on Monday, it was a school day, and well, my parents were back, and my grandmother had already left, to go back to her, to where she was living. And well, it was the end of the day. I was sitting down, on the bus. I was sitting down waiting for the bus to come. And when suddenly I get a call from my mom, I pick it up and I answer it. And she says, "Hey, I have good news." And now that reaction you get when people say they have good news, and somehow you know what it is, and you just say, "Oh my gosh," and you act all excited, but then you just go back to saying, "What is it?" Yeah, that's exactly what I was like. And of course she says, "You got the part as one of the wives in Joseph." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, it's so cool!" And she just told me that I started rehearsal on, I guess, Thursday, yeah. And so after that I went home and I texted my grandmother telling her I got the part, and she was pretty amazed as well. So yeah, so I guess you could say I finally accomplished something for once in a while. So that's pretty much all I gotta say about this. So thanks guys for watching. Have a good one.